Welcome back to my next Clash of Clans video, guys, where today we are going to be taking a look at my Town Hall 8 account at the beginning of my Town Hall 8 farming series. So today it's lazy farming, and after we take a look at my profile right here, I'm going to show you my army first. Lazy farming means giants, wall breakers, goblins and archers. You always want to have about 8 giants and wall breakers. What we're gonna do with that I'm gonna show you in a minute. And as I'm heading out for a battle, notice that I'm always queuing up 25 archers in 2 barracks and 20 goblins in the other 2. When you then come back to your base, you can queue up 2 giants and 2 wall breakers per barracks, and then you are good with the new army. And after that, once again, only goblins and only archers. I always do 2 barracks with archers and 2 barracks with goblins. For spells, you can either use all heal spells or all lightning spells. I prefer heal spells, but I will give you an example of both. And in the clan castle you can request for anything. I prefer wizards or hawk riders if you can get them. Luckily I have a clan that is very good at donating, so I always have some wizards or hawk riders in the clan castle which can help you get into some bases. And let's take a look at our first base right here. I'm gonna show you how versatile this army is. So in the beginning I always start off with the archers, sniping off any free buildings that I can get. That helps you for getting percentage for one if you try to get your daily star bonus, and also you can sometimes grab some free resources with that in the very beginning without having to use many troops. Notice I'm placing a few more archers on the clan castle just so that it goes down just as quickly as the other buildings, since the clan castle obviously has lots of hit points. And then I'm starting off right here, distracting the defenses with a giant, breaking in with the wall breakers, and then your goblins have pretty much a free shot if you are quick enough. Since the defenses, especially splash defense, is still focused on the giant, you don't have to use many goblins or archers to take down the resource building. So notice again I'm distracting the mortar here on the right with the giant, and after that goblins and archers are going in, taking down the gold mines in this case. So starting off at the bottom next, I am placing in a giant after I cracked open the wall, because the wizard tower would be in range right here to shoot at my goblins, so I have to distract that. And also the elixir pumps are going down pretty quickly here. You always want to make sure you make your way around the base either clockwise or counterclockwise. That will help you be very efficient, get a feeling for how many troops you need to use at each elixir pump or gold mine. If it's pretty much just sniping off or taking resources off the outside, as it is in this case, and that way you're very efficient. Always save your king for last, so you always have good health on your barbarian king and you can always use him. It's the same if you're boosting or not boosting. You can certainly boost with this army as well. Absolutely works very fine. You can either boost 2 or 4 barracks. Both cases are possible. And let's take a look at this next base, where I actually have the lightning spells in the back this time. And if you have lightning spells, you always use the spells to get into the base. So in this case, for example, the collectors are spread apart, and some are also a bit deeper in the base. So I have to enter the space. After I snipe off with the archers once again, notice that in this case I am also creating a very nice funnel with the archers to funnel my giants and the wizards in the clan castle and my king into the middle. After I do that funneling and sniping of the free buildings on the outside, I'm gonna take out splash defense with the lightning spells. That is the purpose if you bring lightning spells. So notice I'm dropping 2 lightning spells on the mortar right here, taking it out. You always want to take out a splash defense like a mortar or a wizard tower that is in the way of your attack, but a little bit tough to reach. So I could decide between the left mortar right here and the top right mortar. I decided to take down the left mortar and kind of make my attack go a bit to the right. So notice I'm dropping the giants and the king on the left here so that they will move right. And they are doing it pretty nicely. After the first few buildings go down, I'm cracking open my path to the core of the base with some wall breakers. And after that you're just sprinkling in the rest of the goblins and archers to take down the trash buildings. And hopefully while you do that, your king and the wizards and the giants will have taken down lots of splash defense, so yeah, your little troops get a little bit of a free shot. Once again, if you have some more giants in your clan castle or hawk riders in the clan castle, that is also fine for entering a base. It's pretty tough to enter a base with Town Hall 8 troops only if you don't have such powerful troops in the clan castle. I'll admit that. That's a bit tough. And also I personally find it easier to enter bases if you have heal spells in the back, but I will show you that in a future attack here. So wrapping this one up, once again some nice loot. Nothing special, but I don't want to show you best of. I want to show you some average rates of mine so you can understand how this army works. It's a very quick army. It's a very easy to use army, and I want to give you some average results. These are rates that I did back to back, so no huge time effort here recording that stuff, which is also nice for me. But you can actually find all of these bases around like 1,200 to 1,500 bases trophies as a Town Hall 8, no problem. Yeah, taking a look at this next base. The beginning is once again similar. I'm starting off sniping around the base, and then this one has its mines and pumps spread out pretty far. So you need to split up your troops a little bit more. Once again, I'm using giants to distract the defenses, and then in this case lots of archers in the beginning to take down the mines and pumps. And a bit later I am gonna choose an entry point here at the bottom right, because it's come to the point where the rest of the mines and pumps are too well defended or too deep into the base, so I have to crack in somewhere. I use the rest of my giants and the king. Notice I don't have clan castle troops this time, so if you don't have to get too deep into the base, it's also possible if you don't have clan castle troops. Cracking in right here, only a few splash defenses to mow through, and the mortars, which are the rest of the splash damage source in this pace, are luckily far enough away. And the heal spell keeps up the troops long enough to take down these few mines and pumps here at the bottom. I am gonna miss the two gold mines on the left, which is unfortunate, but you can't always get it all if the base design yeah, is too good. I'm actually gonna use the rest of my goblins on the left here, which is pretty pointless. I could have saved those 10 goblins, but oh well, you might as well try. The wizard tower is gonna wreck them. And in a second here I'm gonna save the king's health once again and end the raid. And once again, very nice loot. Definitely happy with that. And the army is cheap, the army is quick, and every time you can find a base. I usually find my bases in about 10 to 15 searches, sometimes 20, sometimes 25, but usually it's pretty quick, so with a quick building army you're gonna have a lot of fun. So taking a look at this next base, I actually found a Town Hall 7 with dead mines and pumps. Certainly want to attack that, although the loot numbers are not too high, but 200,000 is always fine by me. This one actually has quite a few exposed elixir collectors as well, which I can just snipe off. And then I noticed on the left right here that these two mines and pumps are only defended by a cannon, so it's pretty easy to take those with archers. Excuse me. I definitely want to get the Dark Elixir drill also, since I am still in need of Dark Elixir to upgrade my troops. And I'm using lots of archers in the beginning here, and there's a very good reason for that, which I'm going to get to in the moment. After I take down this Dark Elixir drill, I'm going to tell you why I'm using all these archers in the beginning and almost no goblins. So, whenever you're raiding and you have a barbarian king in the way, as you may have noticed, down at the bottom, you're gonna see it in a few seconds here, there is a barbarian king towards the outside. If you were to drop archers near this barbarian king, the archers would obviously aggro the king, or the other way around. The archers would start shooting at the king and not at the resource buildings. So notice I'm dropping my last archers as far away as possible from the king here. Then I'm distracting the king with some giants, and then I place the goblins near the king. The goblins obviously will ignore the barbarian king and focus strictly on the elixir and on the gold. So if you can do it like that, keep the archers away from the barbarian king, you will be much more efficient. Notice how many troops I saved right here. Pretty nice. Always a good tip, ignore the barbarian king. There's no gain in killing it. And once again, I only used archers, I used goblins, and a few giants. Pretty nice loot. Certainly a very efficient raid. Alright, so taking a look at this next base, look what we found. We found a dead and a rush Town Hall 10. I'm gonna start off by using 2 goblins to kill the Town Hall right here. Just in case some loot is left in there, but looks like most of the loot is in the mines and pumps right here. Noticing the Dark Elixir figures, I decided I definitely wanted to get all of the Dark Elixir if possible. It's pretty unrealistic to get all of the loot in this base with the troops that I have and the troop levels. Not possible to 3-star this base. Splash defense, as you notice, the mortars, they are good. They have good placement. They are maxed out for Town Hall 9, so not quite my size at this point, but definitely still worth a shot. Snipe as much loot as you can and get most of the Dark Elixir if you can. So I start off by picking off a few easier gold mines and elixir collectors on the right here, spending just as many troops as I figure I can spend and still get all the Dark Elixir. I can get the first drill at the bottom right here with archers only. The wizard tower is out of range of the archers, or it will be out of range, so I don't have to invest many troops here. And then my plan is to make my way in, right where the Tesla popped next to the town hall that is now dead, because I have a good path to the last 2 Dark Elixir drills right there, so that will be the plan. Sniping with a few archers again. I am engaged by 2 archer towers and the cannon, so I had to use a few archers right here, but definitely worth it. 977 Dark Elixir already. And now I'm gonna make my way in on the left here, as I said. Giants, wizards, and now you're also gonna see why I prefer heal spells over lightning spells. If you want to make your way into a base, in my opinion, that is just the better spell to use. Because notice, I'm already getting shot at by 2 mortars, as I said, maxed out for Town Hall 9. The heal spells are able to keep wizards and giants at full health. Had I taken out, say one of the mortars with lightning spells, the other one would still consistently be shooting at me and kill the wizards in 2 or 3 shots. So the heal spells are keeping my troops shooting way longer, so that's definitely more efficient if you need to enter a base. If you're only sniping, you notice I am most of the time I'm not even using spells, but right here, due to the heal spells, my wizards are able to get the rest of the Dark Elixir, except those 70 Dark Elixir that are left in the storage. I actually stuck around a bit longer here to try and get a 2nd star, but it's not possible, so I'm saving King Health once again. And yeah, 3200 Dark Elixir, very very nice find, and I'm very happy with that. Alright, that's gonna do it for my Town Hall 8 lazy farming guide. I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave me a like if you did, and until next time, I will see you guys later. Peace out.